it comes to
There we go. One, two, three. Andres,
okay,
always
I always
calm
go
down.
ahead.
Exactly.
All right, guys, when it comes to becoming an expat and going to another country, relocating, it is not as easy as it looks. I know it seems exciting, or it seems like fun, a new life, new to push the reset button, or whatever it may be that caused you to relocate to that other country outside of those of us or those individuals that have served in the military. Shout out to you guys and ladies. But if you are a person and you noticing that, well, becoming an expat or a digital nomad or whatever you want to call it, a person that moved to another country, if you're starting to notice that it's not for you, that's because you're right. It's not for you. We're going to talk about some of the signs or symptoms of an individual that is trying to live a life outside of their home country that they shouldn't be living. It's not for
Mm-hmm.
everybody. So we're going to go
Mm-hmm.
into details about that. But before we do, before Andre gives the shout outs, we want to shout out the fact that here in Colombia, they just got some good news this week about two countries that Andrea has been so excited about.
Yeah. Okay. Wait a second because I'm gonna be like lay down a little bit.
There you go.
Okay. Hey everybody. What?
Go ahead.
Okay. Hey everybody. I'm gonna say welcome back to Underwater TV, but no. Hello to everybody. Welcome back to be here. Of course, one more live stream, and yeah, super. Two really good news for Colombians. Me with my Colombian passport, we finally have the how to say babe? The
Opportunity.
opportunity. Yes, we don't need a visa to go to the UK, and the reason that I've been so excited for everyone is because it's really not complicated, but it's take a lot of time to put together all the paperwork documents
Mhm.
to uh, to apply for the tourist UK visa. So that's where I'm really excited because the UK visa is more
Challenging,
yeah,
difficult than the
challenging.
U.S. visa.
Yeah, the US is really simple online. You apply everything, pay for it, and that's it. But the Canadian, Australian, and the UK, they require more paperwork and banks. How do you say statements?
Bank statements.
Bank statements prove that you got the money, that you got the income, that you have a job. It was a whole thing because I already knew about this, and my one of my goals is apply for this UK visa, and we can go the next year to UK. So that's one of my goal to withdraw for me. So when I was
All
like, wait, what? Wait, so they saved me a lot of time, a lot of work, and everything. That's amazing, of course, and not just Colombians, Peruvians. Is that right? I
Peruvian.
my bad if I said it wrong. Peruanos, they got the chance to go to the UK without any visa for 6 months. So it's really excited. It's really amazing for us, and I hope everybody in every Colombia on the videos they put, please, if you go to the UK, be nice. Do not embarrass us. Do not do stupidity in the UK. Do not stay over there. So I comment
Say the last one again.
stupidity.
Nope.
What?
Do not stay over there.
Do not stay over there. Yeah, do not stay illegally over there. And I made my comments and I said, we are the Colombian who said this. We are like the mom who we send the rebel or the kid to the high to the kindergarten and we say, please be nice. So we are like that seriously, and I hope that everybody enjoy this new journey for us. It's amazing for Colombians, so I'm really excited for that and really happy. Yeah.
And I was just reading, not only with that, that y'all also don't have to have a visa for Peru now, right? Is that what
Peru?
you're saying? You said Peru, or was
No,
it Peruvians?
Peruvians, they don't need visa. They don't need a
Okay, cool.
UK visa or tourist visa to go to the UK.
Also, I was just reading that Colombians, starting in November of 2023, there are parts of Europe that you need a visa for after 90 days. So if you're there for as a tourist,
Mm-hmm.
you you can only be there for 90 days right now
Uh-huh.
without a visa.
Mhm.
But they're going to they're going to pass that in November to where you'll be able to stay a lot longer without having a visa.
Exactly. No, and that's right. I'm agree with that. Just the part that if you want to go, or we want to go to, for example, to Spain or France, and we can stay there for a couple weeks. It's amazing that we can do that without, for example, me do
Mhm.
all the visa process. But obviously, if you want to stay, yes, obviously apply for a visa. That's what you guys do when you come here and you want to stay more time. But yeah, and another thing, you guys, the dollar price is amazing. Four
Yeah,
thousand eight hundred, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see right now because they
yes.
changes sometimes. But
Yeah, the dollar price is going higher and higher and higher here in Colombian pesos. So, oh wow.
let me see, 20. No, let's put $50. $50. I don't know if I use it. My bad. This is the phone that I'm using right now because the other one is broke. That is,
Wow.
that's a lot of money. $50. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, you guys. So really good news for
Boy,
Colombians. Yeah.
when
Every
I
oh
got here, it was like 2000, 2700, like
yeah,
2700, 2800.
and that was really low. I
Now
remember
it's
the
4000.
I remember the time that we have the dollar for 2,500. That was nothing. It was a time that Colombia got a really low dollar price. So right now it's pretty good for us that, or you guys that making dollars and spending here in pesos, is, or if you got your bank accounts here, or a savvy account here, send the money right now. Send the money how much you can,
Yeah.
because it's a lot of money that you're receiving.
And this is a great time to, when you come down, to open up in with your U.S. passport, open up a Colombian bank account and start sending your U.S. dollars down here to take advantage of it. Because
Mm-hmm.
starting next year with the recession that's going on globally, it's going to go even higher. I'm thinking that it might just, somebody was joking about it a couple of days ago, but now I'm starting to realize that the Colombian pesos, as well as other countries, but we're going to just talk about Colombia, it might go up to like 5,300, like
Yeah.
by next summer.
Yeah. Yeah, we will see, because it's so many things, you guys, what was going on in the world right now with all this. In not just that, is that we have been talking about all the immigration that happens in the U.S. with Venezuela, that they are stuck in Mexico. If you haven't watched the news, they are stuck in Mexico. The U.S. didn't allow them to pass the border. That
Yeah, if
is,
you're a Venezuelan,
yeah.
and you see how fast Andre talks, so that's why you see how your boy just kind of like slow it down. Uh, in A lot of people have gone to the border of the United States to go in. We all know that over the last couple of years. But what a lot of people don't realize, that they turn all the Venezuelans, they send them right on back. They
Mhm.
turn them back around. You can't come, and if you can't, if you're able to even sneak in, and we got you, you can't even file for a visa to come in.
Yeah, no, it's really complicated for Venezuelans and some Colombians that they are in the same group, but is getting, and I understand, because
Oh yeah, excuse
every
me.
country got the different policies and you need to respect for. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So in other words, be expecting us to travel to Europe, as we already said, next year.
yeah,
So
because
let's,
that was the plan.
yeah.
That was the plan. Original plan was like that. I'm getting the visa. We're going to obviously England, and then we pass to Europe. That was the original plan. But now that we have the free access, oh yeah, that's gonna happen.
Andrea works hard on, just in case you guys wonder, it's not even the trip part that Andrea is excited about as much as the fact that she doesn't have to do all the paperwork. Andrea puts in a lot of work for her visas to different countries. She really does. And so when she sits back and she can celebrate the fact, like, I don't have to do all this paperwork, that's when I'm happy for her as well. So when I tell you guys about that, Andrea really does visas, hers, as well as working on visas for others. I'm telling you, when they come up with this 2022 visa
Mhm.
for the 2 years on October 22nd, you might want to reach out to your girl, because she is very, very thorough when it comes to that visa work.
Yeah,
So
I'm going to
I'm
the
glad to see her
office.
not have to do a
Exactly.
do
That's
a
same.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So now they say, okay, we expected two more, the Canadian and the US. Don't ask too
Can't,
much.
can't even celebrate the one that they got with the UK
No, I'm
before
truly
they.
happy. I'm truly, truly happy that we got that access. That's amazing for Colombians.
Oh yeah,
Okay, we're going to start with the shout outs, of course. The
shout
people
outs.
start to come into the live stream. Stefano Dimira, thank you so much for being here.
What's up, Stefano?
Stefano, I say Stefano.
Yeah,
That's how I say.
Stefano. Mhm.
Uh-huh. Puman, thank you so much for being here. Victory.
My man, right hand man, right there,
How do I pronounce his name? Atun?
Antoine.
Uh, I'm done. I'm done. I can't even spell it. I'm sorry, my bad. Or write it.
What's up, Twan?
Your mom is here. Thank you so
In the
much.
building.
Elvis Garcia de Jesus. He said, Andrea, I'm glad if you like Santo Domingo, it's a beautiful city. Yeah, I really like Santo Domingo. I went back to Santo Domingo. Andrea and I we were talking and we say if we went back to Santo Domingo, I'm going to Pepito's Arepas. They had the best arepas in the world in Santo Domingo. Amazing.
Yes,
Amazing.
yes,
Yeah, I love
yes,
Santo Domingo.
yes.
I really like Santo Domingo.
We did.
Mauricio en español, Andrea and Andrea. Hey, how are you? We're doing pretty
Pretty
good.
good, pretty good.
Pretty good. Bilak, thank you so much for being here. Good evening. Good evening to you.
313 boys
Neil is here. What's up, everybody?
representing.
Erika Cristina, hello to you.
Hello,
Thank you
Christina.
so much for being here.
Oh yeah.
The beautiful live was good. Good people.
Oh my man in the building, the voice himself.
Thank you so much, Habla Conmigo TV, for being here. Blava Design, peace to my favorite couple, YouTube couple, and peace to the chat. Thank you so much for your donation, of course. Okay, let's continue. Okay, there we go. Thank you so much for coming and supporting the live stream, you guys.
Oh yeah. Like
Chat.
Alex.
Andrea and Andrea, thank you so much.
Little
Glow paper.
We're gonna be hitting your area soon. That Brazil will die, so we're finally gonna be bringing that to life.
Yes,
Finally.
sir. Eating the Brazilian food
Gail
and
the Southern
everything.
Belle in the building.
Thank you so much, Gail, for being here. Charles Jones,
Oh, yeah, we got
new room.
Charles.
Actually, this is our living room, but the party is we were in the opposite. But
Yeah.
in the opposite, we got a Christmas tree. When it's done, we're going to
Yeah,
show you
we'll show
guys
you the tree.
just few details.
She's done an excellent job
Yeah.
on the tree. I was feeling a little bit under the weather up and down this week. Even though you guys saw me on some live streams, Andrea kept bringing me tea, helping me feel better. But so she did like everything for the tree. I can't even lie this year and say I just brought the boxes down and
Yeah.
all the stuff down, all the ornaments. But she actually did an excellent job with the lights. I'm surprised
Why?
because I've never seen you do the whole tree by yourself.
I never do that by myself. And what you know what is surprised me when I was pulling everything together, I was like, why are trees so big? And I choose
Oh, when
the
I was
tree.
helping, as long as she's got a big husband, she's choosing the big trees. Now that she's got to use a
I
chair.
always wanted a big tree. Always. When we have kids, I'm gonna put the toys and trains and those trains. That's right.
Tracks.
Yeah, trenes. You know those toys around the
Mhm.
tree. Yeah, that's gonna happen. Okay. New room. Okay, just someone is say. Okay, glow up paper say. Please share the new. Okay, yeah. One. The news number one is Colombians. We don't need visa to go to the UK for 6 months as a tourist, of course. And the second one, the dollar price in Colombia is getting increased, so it's really good right now to you send your money if you got a Colombia bank account or investments or whatever. Send the money right now because the dollar price is getting really high. Okay. Uh Israelite. Andre and Andrea. I don't know how to pronounce this word. Shut.
Let's see.
I don't know this one.
Shallow, Shalom.
I know.
I know he laughing right now though. I know that much. He like, I got him.
Charles say, remember if you want to reset the account, be sure to hit Switzerland. Suiza.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't think that we need a visa to go to Suiza.
No.
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 It's a beautiful country that I want to visit too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Czech Republic, is that right?
Czech Republic.
República
Mhm.
Checa, I would love to go to Praga. My God, beautiful. Okay. Passport Shy, he says, salute to you guys. Love is beautiful. Andre, was your exit plan to get out of America? Do you get a remote job or something?
Actually, that's basically what I actually did. I saved up for 3 years, putting money to the side.
Oh,
You
okay.
know, no clubs, no beers, no
Mhm.
Jordans, no none of that. And Andre can tell you, a lot of times we were just on the phone. Just the only time I was spending money is outside the United States.
Yeah.
That's the only time on tickets leaving the United States. I come down, hang out with Andre and the family. We'd have a good time. I fly right back to the States grinding. So after that, I had my savings, and I started doing online work, online contract work, like a lot of you guys, a lot of IT work, things like that. And that's when Ace was like, "Hey, why don't you guys start a channel? Because right in here, right in this room, why don't you guys start a channel? Because you know, I think you guys could actually do it." And so we took the time out, and we said we were going to give it a 5-year trial, a 5-year trial. That's one of the things that we suggest to any content creator that's going to be on YouTube. It's a slow walk. It's a marathon. It's not a race. If you guys think, okay, I'm going to get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to get monetized, I'm going to be balling. No, you ain't.
No, it's not like
We
that.
were happy when we make it $400 a month.
Yeah.
We were happy with. We're talking about on YouTube, of course. I had my other jobs that I was doing online, but we were so proud of that little $400 a month. Now we've surpassed that, but be happy for those little victories if you're going to be a YouTuber, and not just look for the big boom, because most people don't even get to the big boom. But we took YouTube serious within these 5 years, and we've been doing it 3.5 years, going on 4 years this April. Wait a minute, yeah, 2019.
4 years.
2019 is when we started, April.
Yeah, we started in April.
And so because we took it serious as a business, it has paid off tremendously. It has blessed our lives more than we can
Amen.
realize. I was looking at before I let you continue on, I was looking at the YouTuber, the brother Roberto Blake. He's a YouTuber that does videos to help YouTubers. Roberto Blake. Make sure you guys subscribe to him. And he was doing an interview with the vice president of YouTube, and this past month, and he was saying that, I just want to say thank you guys, because I not only was able to, he said, not even 10 years ago, I was making $30,000 a year. He said, now this past year, I made 300,000 last year, 300,000 the year before. He said, and this year, I'm on pace to make $400,000. He said, if it wasn't for YouTube, I wouldn't have had the money to pay for my mother's surgery, because she was going blind. He said, so now my mother is doing great, and he said, I'm just a regular guy from North Carolina, and now I own a house in Atlanta. We're talking about Roberto Blake. I travel the world and I speak to people on how to become better YouTubers. I've written 2 books. All these things that this young man has done, based off the fact of being patient with his YouTube journey. And so that's why we've been so successful, because and been able to accomplish all that we accomplished in Ace Live and other guys, not only due to businesses that we also have outside of YouTube, but also we did take YouTube seriously.
Yes, sir. We got a question here. Can I still open a Colombian
Excuse me.
banking account from the States without having a Colombia address?
No.
How Ace did it?
Ace did this, Jason did this, and it's the
Okay.
same format that we did. For me, the four things that you're going to need when you open up a bank account in Colombia. You guys are asking consultation
Yeah,
questions,
it's consultation question.
so so y'all better put a super chat in there. Uh, First thing you need is your passport. Second thing that you're going to need is proof of employment or you own a business.
Mm-hmm.
Remember how I had to fill that form out?
Mm-hmm.
Third thing that you're going to need is a proof that you have a business, your passport, proof that you have a bank account in the United States. And the last thing that you're going to need is a proof of a mailing address. What did Ace use and what did Jason use? Their Airbnb address. Now, in the States, you would never use your Airbnb address as a mailing address. But in Colombia, your bank rarely, if ever, mails you anything. Am I correct?
Mm, that is a consultation question because for them could be different. For us that we own back like really serious bank accounts and everything,
Uh-huh.
your mailing address is really important. Is really important your mailing address because they're delivering credit cards, debit cards, information that you are the only one to have access. So that's really
I have
important.
not seen them have a problem with that.
No, but for example, me,
Ace didn't have a problem with it. Jason didn't have a problem with
they
it.
have a Bank Colombia bank account.
That's the difference.
That's the
See,
difference.
she talking about our
Uh,
bank. See, that's why I was wondering.
uh,
She's talking about our bank. I'm talking about BBVA for
but
Americans and
wait, no,
foreigners can
that is
open up.
different
That's
because, for example, your bank account is different from Jason
right,
and
correct.
yeah, it's
Correct. See,
different because
the bank that she just mentioned is our bank because I live here. But if
mm-hmm,
you don't live here,
mm-hmm,
BBVA
it's different bank.
opened it in Colombia, not opened in the States because BBVA in the States is owned by PNC. So it's
Mm-hmm.
completely different, under a different umbrella. But to open up the question was opening a Colombian bank account, not which bank.
Okay, because
Because
or
Ace
is
walked out
different.
the Ace and Jason walked out the bank BBVA bank with their debit card in their hand.
Okay. You know the differences because ours is different. They asked you
Yeah,
your
ours is,
Colombia
I
ID.
agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you. You're right. I had to have Colombian ID to open up our bank account, but BBVA opens up for BBVA. What's the other one?
BBVA.
No, this is another one down
It's the
here.
same
Chase.
baby,
Um,
that thing. You know what I'm gonna say? I didn't say it.
okay.
Okay, well that's the information. That is yeah, consultation and a question. Okay, Charles say if you are all visiting England, be sure to hit a Chelsea match. Actually, it will be great to any soccer
Sport, yeah.
game.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, any doesn't matter. Jonathan said, "That's great. I'm glad that you don't have to do all that boring paperwork." Yeah, it's a lot.
She spent a lot of time on visas and the
Yeah.
paperwork. So it's like,
Ivan or Adventures. Hello,
Ivan, is it
Andre.
Ivan?
We say Ivan in español.
Oh, okay. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I can see that.
Okay. Okay. What? Why don't just give her us US? I know US. I think citizenship, bro.
Why don't just give her U.S. citizenship? You know what? It's amazing how if you don't do your homework, you think that you can actually just give somebody U.S. citizenship.
It's not
It's
like
like
today, you
super,
guys
right,
think.
right. They actually sit back and think like you could just pass it out like like candy cane during Christmas. See what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
don't know all that we have gone through and a lot of couples go through. It's not like on television, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that you've heard and that you've seen is complete opposite. Believe you me. And secondly, we don't want U.S. citizenship. No, not for my wife. No, why? What for? Give me a reason why I would drag my wife into that mess that y'all trying to get out of. that I worked so hard to get out of. Do not value the U.S. citizenship over what Andre and I have done. We've done this. I kid you not, in all sincerity. We said, okay, if it's not the U.S. for Andre's citizenship, then where? What locations in the world has a citizenship that's strong enough to where Andrea can travel to get that citizenship? It's a great country to live in. And if we wanted to travel to the US, she doesn't necessarily have to go through one form of citizenship. She can use another. So that's how strategic we are. But to
Yeah.
sit up in raggedy United States, and they already told us, you got to be here for 3 years and do this and do. We're about to sit up in the United States for no dang 3 years.
If Colombia will be one of the strongest passport in the world, definitely I won't apply for another citizenship. But yeah, I want a second citizenship, of course,
Yeah.
second passport, of course, and that's why our goal is Europe.
Yeah, so I'm not selfish. Like, no, we ain't going nowhere. I'm not saying that. We had already talked to an attorney, found out what all the headache and steps there really are, and we talked to an immigration attorney, and so she gave us some great information, did some great research for us. We paid quite a bit to make sure we got the best attorney, and so we decided that okay, let's find a country that has passport privileges that are just as strong, and the country is great for raising family, things like that. So that's how we've decided on let's go over to Europe. There's some great bang for your buck spots that are over there.
Yes, sir. Good time, say I'm gonna come bring you all a Medellin refrigerator magnet first of the year.
You know what? We will put it up there, right there. We do not have a Medellin. We don't have a Medellin magnet.
No,
I'm
exactly
talking about-
from Medellin, but we got one that I got from in the airport, but not the same Medellin. No.
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 And we got, it's got to be a good 50, 60. Oh, yeah, it's a lot. But you going to take a photo?
Wait a second.
Take a photo real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of magnets up there. And so we don't have one for Medellin. So any of you guys coming from Medellin, you might
That
want to
is
bless
our
your girl.
magnets or refrigerator. Yeah.
Yeah, and those are all the places that we've gone to for the most part.
There we go.
So yeah.
All right, okay, there we go. Kenny is here. Good
Kenny,
night,
good
Dre.
morning.
Thank you so much for being here.
I got your email, Ken. Don't think I ignored you. I got your email. I just was busy picking up a brother from the airport today.
Thank you so much. No comment, no question. Thank you so much for your donation.
Thank you, brother.
Kenny's another Kenny. Hey, Andre
Kenny
and Andre. I see the salsa picture in the back.
You see that little topa back there?
That
Any
is
of you
all
guys
that
that have
topa.
ever been to the club, been down here with me and went to the club, a lot of times I take you guys to this spot right here, La Topa. It has the actual giant painting of all these famous salsa performers and singers that have been the best of the best, and all of them. It's cool because most of them are black folks. A lot of times you don't realize how the influence that black people have had on salsa music around the world.
Yeah. Thank you, Kenny, for your donation.
Thanks, Kenny Ken.
Already say, Andre, guess what I'm doing right now? Putting money to the side. You basically confirming I'm doing it right now.
Yeah, that's what I did. I saved so much money just on, little things. Oh, the new this is out. I'm like, I don't need the new this because I won't be here to enjoy it anyway. So
okay. There we go. Let me go to, okay, we got information about the digital nomad visa in the comments.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, wait a second.
Yeah, hopefully this Friday they said they're going to make an announcement on the website at 8 o'clock in the morning. So I'll be able to speak about the updates of the digital website of the digital nomad visa this Friday evening. EMB 90 in the building. Man, listen.
She's better off getting a European citizen than US.
Huh? What she said? Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
You know why? Because I got two aunties that they got the Spain and the Italian passport, so they can travel around the world. They don't. And the funny part, one of them, they never been in the United States. They say, I'm not going to take my ass to the U.S. But yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, their passport and citizens that are really strong.
I just want you guys to realize that something that it took me a while to notice too.
What?
Even people that have the ability to go to the United States, they don't go. Man, there are millions of Canadians that do not go to the United States.
Yeah.
A lot of Mexicans that have had the opportunity to go, they don't go. A lot of people from the islands, they don't try to go. They know that it ain't all as cracked up to be. I'm telling y'all.
Don't say nothing to this.
Yeah.
We're going to visit, starting from there, spend a couple weeks over there, and what's that? Come back.
Yeah. We can't. I can't stomach more than I could. I could push it a month if we're moving around. Like if we're going to California and then we're flying down to Texas and then we shooting over to over here. Then we're doing different things. We end up in the Chi, then we're in New York, and I could do a month of moving. Longer than a month.
I don't see me doing a month. It was like I don't know, like maybe 20. No. No, because I don't want to spend too much time in one city. No, I just going here, there, and
that's why I said a month.
Like,
bada bing, bada boom, bada boom, bada bing, bada boom,
yeah.
bing, bang. We up out of here. That's how I feel about it.
Europe is different because they got connection with everything. So yeah.
So we got countries connected to each other. We're looking at the train rides. We're looking at the flights. I was looking at a flight from London to Lisbon. It's only 3 hours. What? And then the train, or we could take the train ride where you could get 10 cities, and we could take the train ride to France, and then enjoy a little bit of time in Paris, and then shoot on over to other local. Oh man, listen.
What? You gonna say something?
No, I'm done.
I saw your face.
No, I thought you were about to say something.
Okay.
Shout to Victory.
He said, I'm Filipino Canadian, and I will have an easier time getting a Spanish citizen than American.
I did not know that you were Canadian.
Wow, you Filipino
I did know that, but I didn't know you were Canadian.
Thank you so much, Victory, for your donation. Got the Kevin Samuels buy up in my crib right now, listening to his intro song, Your Good Lies, while being informed with your live stream.
That's what you know what? I really like that song too, that Good Lies song.
Larry say hello, Larry. Andrea, they also need a passport that will get them into Russia and China. Then we'll be able to travel to the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I said before, but we got the access to almost all the countries. It will be great for Colombians, of course. Like for example, Chile passport is one of the best passport in the world. But yeah, that was expected for, and I hope that in the future we can have that benefit. And it's really good. I feel really, really proud to be Colombian. Yeah, no, seriously, I know, but I feel really proud.
That's why you don't mess it up.
Yeah, don't mess it up, please.
Don't
do stupidity, please.
Let in 5,000 Colombians, and all of a sudden, all these there's a whole new area of London for nothing but Colombians.
No, you know what they say?
In front of the with castles.
You know that glass for your cell phone that they sell here for 3,000 pesos. They say D1 store. I was like, oh my, these
All
people.
of a sudden, there's gonna be nothing but rearview mirrors missing off of everybody, off of everybody's cars. Why? What happened? The Colombians have come.
I
to
know,
steal all the
no.
rearview mirrors.
Okay, let's say I'm afraid of America.
That's a good one.
Okay. Joy is here. Thank you so much for being here. Lucas birthday. Focus on the goal.
That's right, brother.
Yeah, wait a second. Yeah, okay. Okay, I think we're done. There we go. I'm afraid American. This is another comment. Say Americans are afraid too. Okay, I think AR is here. He say Cali. Cali, thank you so much for being here.
Cali is Cali.
Okay, I think I think now we're gonna start officially with our live stream.
All right, guys. As we mentioned before, today's topic very important because there are a lot of people that desire to become expats, and you deserve it. You have the right and the desire to want to start new. Like Taylor Made Dreams, Russ always says, push the reset button. You know, and so, but one of the mistakes that a lot of people make is this: they don't realize that it ain't for everybody. Some people, they want and desire to leave the United States or leave UK or leave Canada, but are you built for this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, on YouTube
Mentally.
it makes it seem easy, but it's not as easy as you think if you aren't prepared. And a lot of times you find out that if you are or not once you get out of the country. These are 10 signs that you need to take you home. We're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get started with
Let's get started with number one. You are spending in cheap countries.
You are overspending in cheap countries. Some of you dudes are spending too much money. I know a guy, for example, he has an $1,800 penthouse in El Poblado, Medellin.
Mm-hmm.
Young man has got the money. It's still the stupidest thing to most people.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason they allow that is because no. You can put that right back because I know you.
Why?
Because you speak and lean forward, so the mic has to be. You lean
Rest my
past the
back.
mic.
Okay.
Oh, now you want to rest your back.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, but when it's time to look at something, then you okay.
Okay, let's do it over there.
No.
Okay.
No. I speak loud, so we're good.
Yeah, you do.
We're gonna see.
Okay.
So we'll keep it right there for you, Mrs. Spence. But I know you, and the mic is supposed to be, it's a dynamic mic, so it only picks up what's in front of it.
Mm-hmm.
But you'll go right here, and it can't pick up over on this side.
Okay.
All right. Okay. All right, ma'am.
Okay. Continue.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, so when it comes to being in these countries, one of the reasons we relocated so we could not spend but still get the same bang for your buck. For example, those same apartments that you guys are overpaying for in El Poblado, 7-8 blocks down is Lorella's area, and you can get some beautiful. Am I kidding? You can get some beautiful apartments right down the street, but because you're so afraid to be in a more predominantly Spanish-speaking environment, they make you pay the stupid tax. They make you pay for being in a clustered area where you'll find more expats and more English speakers than in most areas of South America. I'm going to repeat that. In most areas of South America, you're going to find different languages, but El Poblado is one of the most clustered areas of English speakers in all of South America. And another thing, it is one of the most expensive plots of land to actually rent on in all of South America. That will blow you away. Little El Poblado area in Medellin, because you are so afraid, you overpay when all you had to do was go a few blocks down and you could have got a bang for your buck and not had gone broke trying to trying to, because you're afraid, in other words, like I was just saying. Let me not ramble in regards to that. But my point in saying all this is, do not overpay when you're here in South America. Andrea has saved me plenty of money. We wouldn't have got this apartment if it was me. Remember?
Yeah.
Because I was ready to overpay.
Ah,
Remember?
see, $1,000 from. I was like, what?
I was like, I came here. I said, you know what? This true story. I came here and I was like, well, my rent in Florida is $1,000. Let me go ahead. I didn't know any better. Let me go ahead. I'll spend $1,000. You know, keep everything balanced in Colombia. I'm good, right? And many of you guys probably think like I do, like, okay, let me keep my budget basically the way that it is. I just try to get out the United States. I got the money. I just want to keep my budget. So we go looking at these $1,000 apartments. Beautiful apartments.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Like, they're beautiful.
Way up high, the swimming pool, the gym, the whole gambit. But you needed a car just to get back down the hill to a street that was full of traffic and no grocery stores and nothing was around.
Exactly.
So even though I was in zone 6 and I had the multi-million-dollar view and I had everything that a man would want, like four or 5 bedrooms, wasn't it?
It was 4, I think.
Yeah, beautiful, very roomy, walk-in closet, the whole shebang, 2 or 3 bathrooms. Andrea looking at me like, so how you gonna get down the hill, player? How you gonna get down the hill? Now, at this time period, we weren't official. We were still on the friend side, right? And so, but she was taking me, showing me around. She kept telling me, and even the guy that had rented our Airbnb, he was from outside of Colombia. He was telling me, Andre, don't do it. Don't move on that side. He said, I'm telling you, you're gonna overpay. It's not worth it. Oh no, I got this. Andrea telling me, I'm being a hard-headed American, not listening. I think, in America, we think we know everything. Hard head, make a soft behind. Man. But once I got there, after I got past looking at the $1 million view and the gigantic balcony, I realized I don't have a car. There is nothing in this area, not one store, not one grocery store, not one market. And it's a 15-minute walk if I dare to walk down that hill in Cali, Colombia heat. And so we got the same bang for our buck when I finally set my butt down somewhere and let Mrs. Spence show me around. And we got this apartment. We've been here ever since.
Yeah, we got this apartment, everything that we needed. But yeah,
everything.
You would. I was like, okay, this is the amount that you need to have a washer and dryer machine. Then you need to, there's any little stores or tiendas around. It's in the apartment is located in Los Cristales, all hills. It's like El Poblado, Medellin. So
it's like El Poblado.
Beautiful, no doubt, but no, it's what we didn't need that. We need something more central, And yeah, finally we got this apartment, and we just saw it, and we like it. We want to be here. We out with the paperwork and everything. And right now, how is the dollar price right now? We pay for this apartment $315 or $320 for this apartment
because of the rate of the dollar.
Yeah.
The other thing that Andrea's done to help me is I was always, let's go to Exodo for the fruit and everything. And Andrea was like, listen, there's fruit markets, fresh fruit in Colombia. I'm like, yeah, okay, we got that in the States. No, it's a part of.
Don't compare the quality.
It's like the fruit market and the fresh fish markets are where you go, like you would go to a grocery store. And you're not even paying anywhere near the price of the grocery store. And I'm like, no, we good. So when Andrea finally takes me to I'll never forget this. We spent $85 that one time at the fruit spot that we go to. Over by your mom.
Yeah, yeah, it's el fruit. That's how we call it,
We
fruit.
came, you thought it was Santa Claus. We came back with 5 big bags of fruit, just, and I'm like, all this for 85.
Well, in that time, because right now I
Oh
know that
yeah,
I
yeah, of
can't
course.
complain, but the inflation in Colombia and everything's getting
It
expensive,
was
but it's
crazy.
still.
It was crazy. I was like, oh, this for 80. Andre showed me the receipt. I was like, this is what I'm talking about. But if it was me, I would have been going to Exito and
Or
Price Mart,
Carulla, or we
overspending
are
the
very
expensive
selective.
grocery stores, Mr. American.
I was trying to find the better deals in food and everything. So when I go into grocery shopping, I go into at least 5 different stores to do grocery shopping. Okay, number two, you want everything fast and easy. Yes.
One of the mistakes that people make when they become expats that cause them to have to go back home: A, overspending. B, you're moving too fast, you're doing too much, you want everything to be easy.
Mm-hmm.
I did it. I was the
Yes.
same way. But back
I
home,
drew one
we,
time we were doing the line. This was the first, yeah, the first in the beginning. We were doing lines in Exeter and Andrew Star. But in America, you're, baby, this is not America anymore. This is Colombia, like 3 times. Andrew, but this is too much time I'm being spent. In America, I said, babe, there's nothing that you can do. I want to call the manager.
yeah,
One thing the manager is going to do.
even on our first date, remember that?
And the waffles
I
and
was about to,
crepes
yeah, crepes and waffles.
In El Rio. That was our first
She, remember I
like
told you
date.
guys she took me to the museum?
Mm.
After that, we went to get something to eat at Crepes and Waffles, right? And they're taking so long to bring, come see your boy, bring him. I need to see a manager.
Yeah,
I
Andrew
feel
was.
like, what you got your hands up for? I said, I need to see him. She's like, for what? I said, they are taking to. She said, babe, this Colombia. They expect you to be able to sit down, talk to each other, and
And
converse and
another
enjoy the
thing
company.
that I saw, Andre, the food here is really fresh. It's just you order, they cooking immediately, so it's not
Right. There's
like
nothing
anything
pre-made and
frozen or
frozen. So
pre-made.
they're actually
No,
chopping everything up natural. I'm not used to having natural food. I'm an
that's
American.
the first time that
I'm
you're
used to
trying
my crap.
coconut lemonade.
Yeah, 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 that's the first time I did have coconut lemonade though.
No, they were Andre in the beginning. It was hilarious and really patient.
Yeah, she had to be
Yeah,
patient because yeah, that was true. Well, I need to see a manager. That was my line. Because in the States,
yeah.
in the States, I used to get free meals like that, not on purpose, but I'd be like, you know what? Can I help you? I say, no, I just need to see the manager. That used to be my line in the States. I just need to see the manager. Oh, sorry, sir. What do you need? The
No.
meal is on us. Now, I wasn't looking for that, but people often do that, right? And so I'm like, I'm used to, I need to see management about this. And Andrea like, for what? Because we talking, you don't want to talk to me or something? And so I started to realize now I'll be in restaurants with some of you guys till they turn the lights off and they walking out themselves.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, but it was so funny. It was
Like
at
like
the
like
beginning.
today, me and my man, we probably had, yeah, that was funny. We probably, my man that came in today picked the brother up from the airport.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to him.
Mm-hmm.
And we probably went to get something to eat maybe at 11, 12 o'clock, right? No. We got something to eat maybe at 10 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
We probably, after the meal, we probably sat there just conversing like 2:30, 3 o'clock. Why? Because now I know everything is not fast in Colombia. Everything is not easy. And if you are going to other countries and you think that everything is going to be fast and easy, relationships are going to be fast and easy, making
Yeah.
friends, learning a new language is going to be fast and easy, take it from your boy. Everything is not fast and easy.
Yeah, and in culture, they got the mindset. That is
Yeah.
so true. And I just saying, I said so many experts to say, Americans they're used to get everything fast. That way they have the popcorn put in the microwave, and that's it. The prepared food put it on the stove or the microwave, and that's it. And it's not like that in all countries.
We've been like that since Swanson dinners in the 70s. Remember, Swanson dinners had the only thing that was good about the Swanson dinner was the corn, maybe the peas,
Hmm.
and but my favorite part was the apple pie. When your mom brought the Swanson dinner and they had the apple pie or the brownie in the corner, but the meat was the meatloaf, no, or that chicken and gravy, no. My point is, we have been microwaving ourselves to get everything done rapidly back home in the States
Hmm.
our whole lives. Realize when you move to these other countries, they don't move at the pace that we do in the United States.
Yeah.
And if you can't take that, you might need to go back home to the United States because you can't live your life outside the United States comparing it to other
No,
countries.
you need to adapt to
Yeah,
where you are.
yeah.
That's so true. Where my magazine is here, he said Poblado wasn't for me. Too much of American by.
Yeah.
I live to Laureles. Marise, Andrea, thank you for making to where he didn't have to spend that much. Jesus, shout out to you.
That's another. Hey, I kid you not. I'm gonna tell y'all something for real. I'm gonna give y'all a little secret. That was really my magic aha moment of I need this woman in my life.
That was the day that Andrea proposed to me to live together. Yeah, I remember.
I was like, none. I say it hit me. Andrew was talking to the manager,
Hmm.
right? They were off on the balcony, and I'm walking around. I know that you guys were in the kitchen. I still got a picture of that.
Hmm.
They were in the kitchen. I took a photo of Andrea and so because I was taking photos of
Hmm.
the whole area, and it just kind of like hit me like, none of this is gonna be right without her. It's
Oh.
just won't be right without her. For real, that's what I was there. I was like, you know what? It's like this is cool. I say, but it won't be right without her. And that's the moment when I was like, Andre, I think you need to go ahead and pursue this seriously. Stop playing.
Yeah. It was like we haven't we didn't rush, but it was like bam, bam, bam,
Yeah,
bam, bam.
yeah, yeah. After that moment, we still were, still on the friend side, but at least the seed of getting closer was starting to plant itself. We actually weren't in the friend zone. We just were trying to get to know each other.
Constant talking. Hey, family, if be in the house.
All right.
La Badesa say Andrea was a Karen. That's hilarious.
I was a Karen.
Oh my God. Say so the Colombians don't do miss what mise en place or place, sorry, mise en place at the restaurants. That will be driving me insane.
I don't know what that one is. Hey Charles, give us a definition. Thanks for the super chat, Black by Design.
The mashed potatoes never came out right. Okay. Thank you, Vernon, for being here, manager. Okay, Karen. Wow, Andrea. Oh.
I need to see a manager. I'll never forget that. I was like, Andre was like, what are you doing? I need to speak to a manager.
Even when we have a little accident with the car, Andrea, we need to call the insurance. Babe, this is not the States. We take a photo, we move the cars, and we just try. Now that's a new law in Colombia. Trying
It's
to fix
important.
it. Yeah, trying to fix it.
If you have a minor fender bender with
Accident.
somebody,
Uh-huh.
both parties pull to the side. Police are not going to come.
No, because they say that if you try, sorry, babe,
Mhm.
if you're trying to block the
Traffic.
streets, the traffic, that's a problem for you. So you need to figure it out with the other person, with the other driver, and take photos and all photos, and trying to figure out how much money or but you can't block the street or anything of
like
of
the
the traffic.
dude with us, for example, little slight scratch. He didn't have any cash on him. He said, excuse me. He said, I'll go home, get my cash, and I'll bring it back. And he went home,
Yeah.
got his cash, brought it back.
Yeah, but you boy.
Oh, but he knew. He knew.
Oh, Andre.
I was hot.
Andre.
I was hot
Andre, come down.
because she
I
has
was.
these little mouse cars, these little clown cars here in Colombia. They always swear they can squeeze. They will come into your. You know how we are in the States. You stay in your lane. I stay
Yeah,
in my
Andre
lane.
was right.
We
Andre was
good.
right in his line. Yeah.
This dude just.
Just do this and
I
I
could
was the
squeeze
hit
this
of
little
car.
mouse car through them. And he saw my face like, if you don't bring my money back, I'm hunting you down. Now it was that's how I look. I wouldn't have did that.
Yeah.
But my point was, because I didn't know. Andrew was like, yeah, I gotta work it out. I said, work it out. Where's the police?
We need to call the insurance. No, baby. No.
Andrew was like, the new law is
Yeah.
Notice she didn't tell me about the new law until we need to use the new law.
Yeah.
So I'm driving around the city not knowing about the new law. I'm thinking like it's last time somebody hit our vehicle, but this one was like really, it wasn't anything major.
No
Dead, no nothing. It was like a little. In other words,
it's just painting.
Yeah, it was just
painting.
really small.
The
right?
other one he broke or bumper
But
and everything.
I jumped out just as fast as I did the other one.
No.
Because
I say, Andre, I tried to come, Andre, he get out of the car.
She was like,
and I was on a treatment for, to not stress. And Andre stressed me out that day. Babe, Andre. And I was like, I know that someone is going to record Andre and post that on Cali News, American Office. I was like, I'm just gonna be in all Cali Instagrams and
Cali,
my god!
I kid. When I say this, dude,
Oh my god!
It is true. If something happens on one side of the city, it's all over the city in minutes. In minutes. That's one thing she is right. Cali Instagram is the fastest I have ever seen. Nothing is hidden. Nothing is hidden in Cali.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you for your donation. He said, "Thank you for dropping jewels on us. Love the content. And do you guys see the prices dropping on condos and townhouse in Medellin in the near future?"
I don't know. Well, since we,
I don't think so.
Let's put it like this: in general, even if, let's say prices. Let's say you saw a condo in Medellin, it was $60,000 or $50,000. Because your dollar is getting stronger, it's making the price go down just based on when you convert your money over to pesos. In other words, they'll say $50,000 US, or they'll say, in other words, they'll say what, 120 mil?
What?
$50,000 will be like 150, 160, almost 200 mil.
50,000. Let me see. Let me see.
So let's say 200 mil. Let's say, hey, you got to give us 200 mil. When you convert your to get that 200 mil or 200 million pesos.
Yeah, 242 million.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That would translate back into, with the dollar getting stronger, you'll be paying more or less like 40, 46, 47, because the dollar is still getting stronger. So don't just consider the fact that that condo price might go up or go down, but also consider the rate or the strength of the dollar is steady going up. That's why our rent is actually 420, correct?
Yeah.
But yet, because we use US dollars and we convert it every month, it's down to, in other words, the equivalent to get the same apartment that will cost $420, but the dollar is stronger. I hope you guys understand. I hope I'm not confusing you. It makes it 300 and, like she said, like 315, 320 a month because the dollar is getting so strong.
Exactly. But yeah, you guys. Okay. Um. Okay. There we go. You guys are talking about languages.
Excuse
Okay.
me.
Okay. There we go. Okay. There we go. We're going to the
Número tres.
número tres. You are homesick for a homemade drama.
Yes. One of the signs that you do not need to be an expat or a person that's traveling everywhere and you need to take your butt home because all you do is focus on drama that's going back home. Some of you dudes have been living outside the United States for 4 or 5 years, 3, 4 years. You're happy. You're living good.
Mhm.
And you can tell me more about what's going on with the rappers, with the television shows, with the girls down the street from your ex, all that stuff. You can talk about all the stuff that's going, NBA players, all that stuff that's going on in the States, all the drama, in other words, of the United States, the politicians. You complain about politicians, you complain about racism in the United. You complain about police brutality in the United States. When the last time you've been in the States? Oh, I've been in the States about 4 years ago. That has nothing. If you don't live in the States,
Mhm.
in some areas, you need to let it go.
Mhm.
Well, they're being racist. They've always been racist. The police brutality, they've always been brutal.
Mhm.
The inflation rate, there's always been up and down inflation.
Mhm.
Oh, my favorite rapper got shot. Y'all got rappers that's been killed. I've never heard their songs. Do you know I just realized Beyonce got a new album out?
What?
That album's been out a month or two. I don't waste my time for what's going on. She knows more about the States than I do.
Because I need to constantly be informative. I mean,
That's what that is.
informative with
No.
the. You know how many people ask me about the visa for Venezuelans? If I can do I can't. So that's why. And another thing, I like to be informative. Like I've been informative about Cuba situation, Mexico situation, and obviously the U.S. situation with the immigrants. So
Now, I
that's
know
why.
quite a bit about politics because
Mhm.
our other channel is
Mhm.
about U.S. politics
Mhm.
and how it impacts your dollars.
Mhm.
That I do know. But as far as like everyday gossip, some of you dudes could tell me what happened to your cousin's ex, this, that, and that. And if I was home, this would happen, or that wouldn't have happened if I was back. No, bruh, you ain't there. Let it go. Some of y'all cannot enjoy your own new country because you're so busy trying to keep the umbilical cord sucking your thumb for the old country. I love you, United States.
Cord.
I love you, United States.
That cord.
No, dude, you gotta cut that cord. Yes.
Yeah, like when we live to in Europe, obviously I'm going to be connect with Colombia with the news,
Mhm.
what's going on in the country, what's up with the country. Yeah, but one thing is over there and one thing is over here.
Especially stuff that you can't change and you ain't got no business knowing about.
Exactly. Yeah, that's so true. But yeah, that happens, and we met people that they are still got the mind in the
And
U.S.
be
or in
mad. Be mad about stuff about going to. I can't believe they doing that in the United States. As if they still living there.
Okay. Guess who is here?
Live stream queen Felicia herself. Shout out to Felicia.
Charles said, yeah, they're only there in the physical form.
That's it. In a new country, in the physical form, but they all red, white, and blue on the inside. Which is nothing wrong with that. But I'm talking about some dudes and women go to the extreme, don't get a chance to enjoy their new country at all
Mhm.
because you are so entrenched with your old country. You left the old country for a reason.
Mhm.
Live it out.
Andrew likes to have an idea about what's going on everything. Yeah. Yeah, update and update what's going on because yeah, you need to be informed sometimes. Thank you for your donation. He said, man, the first time I went overseas, my family have to call the Red Cross to get me to call a checkout.
Yep, checked out. That was me. But you know, my family, they don't. I got one of them families that they don't. You know, when I moved to Florida, they weren't calling me like that anyway. So when I moved to, let's put it like this: if you were to tell my sister and my brother, here's $100 bill, point to Colombia on the map, on a globe with no nothing. My family couldn't tell you. If you took my whole family at family reunion, you put a globe next to the barbecue grill and said, "Here's $100. Can one of y'all point to Colombia?" By a good 85% of my family, and I love them, love my family. Couldn't tell you where the hell I am. I told you I got family that called me, thought I was in Colombia or North Carolina.
See, I remember. How many families say that I cannot see you, or can you come? Something like that.
Yeah. Well, you know, so and so died, and you know, well, I'm coming down there. Can I come see you, Nikki? I'm in Colombia, like
South
Netflix.
America.
Okay, so you might not see me in the Carolinas too soon.
Oh, oh my
This
God.
was a nighttime call too.
Yeah.
Like, Nikki, what you calling me?
Yeah.
What's wrong, Nikki? Everything all right? You know, so and so died. Oh, you know, I hate to hear that. I'm going down to Colombia. Can I see you?
You know what would be funny when I met your family? All loud, because I bet that they are loud.
Oh,
Oh my God. Grab me crazy?
You think it will amaze you how quiet I am around my family. What's wrong with Andre? Andre will be more like, babe, you all right?
Yeah, definitely sure.
My family is, I love them. But what you see in me, my family is kind of opposite. You know, my family's straight up Keisha, Nook, Ray, and them, Pookie, Laquanda, all of them, my family. You know, you offer them some you know, a nice wine or a nice uh liquor. They like, let's get some Tito's, okay? Let's get some Tito's, like a cheap liquor back home, babe.
Mm-hmm.
They down in the Tito's, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So and I know some of y'all in the comment section might be like, I like
No,
Tito.
we got here. It's called chirrinchi. That we drink that in high school. Yeah, in bottles of water. We pour the chirrinchi. We party with that. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my family. I love them though.
Columbia is South Carolina.
Yeah. I'm like, what? She called with confidence that she knew where I was.
That's what I go to Colombia. My family ain't ready to come and get me down here.
No, you forget about that.
Oh my God. Riz say, Andre, me and you can relate. I'm quiet around my family too, bro.
And it's not. It's kind of funny because it's not like it's a bougie quiet, like ugh. It's not like that. It's more or less like I love you. You love people you can't relate to anymore. I'm not hood anymore. You see what I'm saying?
No. If you're a hood, we can be together.
Nah.
I started from there.
Andre don't
You're
like
too
hood
old for
dudes.
that.
Yeah. So
no.
So the only time she even see part hood, somebody hit the car. Then she see the hood come out.
Yeah.
But other than that, and I'm trying to learn to control that part. But other than that, you know, when I get around my family, I just can't. Even around my boys, I'm like that. I can't relate to them anymore. You know, I can't relate to you non-passport holders.
I sure forgot that as soon that we land to the US, Andre is gonna change his mind. Hey, what's going on? Back to this.
She probably finally get a chance to see me cry. Like you guys go through the airport and customs crying. After this over. Oh, I don't like it here. I don't want to come anyway. Let's get this over with. Like going back to the States for me is like
You
I'm
didn't
trying to
even
think of
have words.
some type of like a tooth being pulled or something. Like, let's get it over with. Let's just get this over with. Like a bad job interview. Let's just get this over with.
He said, Pookie and Ray Ray. No.
Yeah, that's in the family. I love them though.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that was so funny.
If I was Jeffrey's on here, he'd be like, yeah.
Jeffrey's not helping at all.
Jeff Ghost, if Ghostface was on here, he'd be telling you like, yeah.
You serious?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's funny. When I moved to Colombia, ain't nobody going to calling me for anything. I need some place and stability in my life and an eternal often weather in Bogota.
For most of you guys, if you think that people are gonna call your 5-7 area code, you can forget about that. You're gonna have some people that talk to you like often on a regular basis, like Andrea family. Yeah, but most people, your boys, your partners, that's been your partners from 5th grade, life in the United States will go on without you. That's another tip that's like a bonus tip. A lot of you guys aren't ready for life in the United States to go on without you. People are going to have kids. Some people are going to get married. Some people are going to get divorces. People will pass on, and you might not get a chance to make it to that person's funeral. If you are not ready for some of these things that may, not will, but may take place when you leave, you ain't ready to be an expat. Because I kid you not, you can't. Sometimes your flight from Thailand or Dubai may take so many hours that they've already put the person in already cremated the person because it took so much time for you to get back. So you have to take a lot of this in consideration. This is a serious side to relocating to another country that you're not going to see a lot of newborns born in your family. When I go see my family, it's always these new kids. Like, who are these babies? I don't recognize none of these kids. Every time, kids be my height, 6'3", some of them 6'4". I'm like, whose son is this? Who been feeding this boy? That's my son. Mike, you got a son this tall? Mike, you ain't even that tall. So Mike is my oldest cousin. But yeah, shout out to Mike.
And they're all tall and bold.
Yeah, all of us tall.
That's what I will
all
be
of
laughing.
us tall and bald. All the guys.
That's what I'm gonna be laughing.
All of us are tall and bald. So
yeah. Okay, Beatrice say, don't forget about the man.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, man, and everybody family. That's true.
Oh boy.
My God. My family is a family that you got to take a deep breath before you walk through the door. Okay, let's do it.
It's like when we say in Colombia, the best are the visitors is when they leave. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Charles say life in the US already has gone on without me. I've been traveling so much over the past few years that I barely get invited to anything anymore. My friends and my family's excuse, we didn't know. And then he continued. If you were here or if you were traveling.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your donation. Oh, my bad. My brother hates me because I'm usually the water. My bad. I'm available for the family events, and he had unavailable for the family events, and he has to be the man overseas.
My family's supposed to be having a family reunion next year. Jeffrey was telling me.
Oh, they moved to next year? It was this year, right?
No, it was supposed to be this year, and not they moved to next year.
There you go.
I don't know. We gonna be in UK, so
Sending photos with the Big Bang in the background. Oh,
your boy gonna be in UK. I'm thinking about once in a lifetime moments. I've seen them my whole life. We good. I'm a pescatarian. They gonna be putting no fish on the grill. It's gonna be all ribs and pork. So why am I going? Hey, listen. To see kids I don't even recognize.
oh, for some family members, you gotta give people a disclaimer and explanation before you introduce them.
Listen, I knew I'd been out of the States long when I went back and saw my sister's daughter, and she said, "Hey, uncle," and this was a grown woman. Okay? Anytime a grown woman tells you, "Hey, uncle," you've been out of the States too long. I've been going a long time. Hey, uncle. Well, when did you grow up? Driver's license, jobs, girl. I remember you was playing with crayons.
Andrea, the truth is that I mentally checked out of my country several years ago. My body is still here, but in my mind, I already have a passport, bro. Thank you, baby.
Yeah, I feel you guys, man. And I think that's why when I go back to the States, I'm so quiet around everybody because I'm not there. And when I go, I'm just physically there, but I'm not there. Like, oh man, it's good to see everybody. It's like, so after a couple of days,
When we leaving? That's Andre. When we leaving? Oh my god, that would be funny.
that will be true.
Homie is here. Thank you so much, homie, for being here. Oh my god, that was so funny. Okay, the next one.
Remember, guys, the topic tonight is when it comes to relocating, it ain't for everybody. And if you notice that you have some of these symptoms once you relocate, you might need to take your butt home. Because at the end of the day, you definitely want to make this as the right decision for you. Now, if you can ride it out and really enjoy your new life in your new country or countries, so be it. But don't make the mistake of just doing it and you really miss, for example, being in the UK or being in the United States or being in Canada, wherever you're from.
Mm-hmm. The next one. You really didn't have a good reason for leaving your original country.
Yes. One of the things that cause people to go back to their home country, because they ain't had no reason to leave in the first place. Mm-hmm. You just saw Ace Live on a video, and you just, you see what I'm saying? You saw a little bit of love crossing borders. Like, I would love to cross a border. And the next thing you know, you cross.
You can't even cross the border.
Did a consultation about a month ago. Shout out to this brother. Mm-hmm. He said he was going to come move down. I think I told Victory this story. He said he was going to move down to Colombia, to Cali. I said, cool. 3 days later, he was here. I'm thinking he's talking about like 2 years from now. 3 days later, hey, Dre, come pick me up from there. What? The consultation didn't say just add water. And so he came down, and you could tell that, good brother, really good brother, but you could tell he hadn't been out in the world on his own like that. You see what I'm saying? Like you could tell that he probably, went to college and stayed with mom and dad till, mid 20, he's 31, young dude, to like mid, like 27, 28 type of, you can just tell that some people just, mom and dad kind of like still, it still takes care of business for the person. And so he came down, got a good spot. He was literally around the corner. Nice Airbnb, right around the corner. And he says his family was so worried that he was down here. I say, well, let's call your mom real quick. Because I could tell the scenario. I said, let's call your mom real quick. and talked to his mom and stepdad on speakerphone. Really nice people. Really, really nice people. Did some breakdown, talked about me being
Yeah.
down here, talked about the neighborhood, talked about life in Colombia, so forth and so forth. So they were, and I answered all their questions, and they were at peace, mom and stepdad. And like I said, good brother, really good brother. And what I really want to tell mom, uh, mom, don't worry, he gonna have his butt home in 2 weeks. That's what I saw it written all over his face. He was so lost, and he wanted me to be that surrogate older brother to be able to kind of like, it's one thing how I do y'all, and I show y'all, hey, go hit to this bank. You be like, okay, good, I got you. Hey, Dre, I just went to the bank. Thanks, good looking out. Y'all grown men in that aspect, but I could tell in with this young brother that he wasn't prepared quite yet for that time. And while we were in Cuba,
We were struggling with it.
we struggling trying to get back to our home.
Eating the same food for 3 days.
Say tuna and rice.
Tuna and spaghetti.
Yeah, tuna. I haven't touched tuna since we got back here, and I love tuna.
But no.
No. And so I come back, I hit him up. Yeah, I'm back home. I'm back home, blah, blah, blah. All right, brother, good. I'm glad you. But in other words, he had no reason to even relocate. Make sure that you have a proper reason if you're going to be relocating, because this is a change, this is a shift in life. This is a next chapter in life. Don't just do it because you saw a YouTuber do it. And I like that YouTuber too. Let me try that out. That's easy. It's easy as pie. No, it's not as easy as you think. And when he got here, he realized it's not as easy as you think.
Mm-hmm.
And I had connected him with the network of a lot of brothers down here. I connected him with our travel group. But
you know the one that texts D by a text message?
Yeah, he texted. He
Hey, guys.
Even D texted me basically noticing the same thing that I noticed. Like I said, good brother, but make sure, the reason why I told this story is not toward the brother, but it's more or less to let you guys know that if you're going to relocate, make sure that you have your reason for doing it and not the reason of somebody that you saw on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Let me say, I went to a party 2 weeks ago and I was just sitting there like, I don't like any of you all. It's time for me to
Like
go.
you y'all not realize?
Oh, okay. He said, I'm already gone mentally. Mentally, I don't even check out the ladies anymore. Rent too high, too many mess. The what?
Deletions.
Deletion and etc.
Yeah, etc. Yeah, it's just you guys are sounding just like I was my last 3 years of being in the States. I was really, you can see how animated I am. I was so aloof in the States. So just on business mode. Just all my fun is when I came to Colombia, whether I was in Medellin, whether I was in Cartagena, whether I was here in Cali. These were my fun moments. I saved I would bottle all that energy up and just have my fun down here with Andre and their family and things like that. But when I went back to the States, just don't work mode.
Yeah.
I was cordial and and speaking to people and hanging out with my boys, but even hanging out was not like, I wasn't that Andre anymore. I was a completely different dude, and I knew it. For me to pretend like I like being in the States, I was gonna be faking. And so I was like, man, you know what? Just like you guys, I'm not gonna fake it anymore. I'm just gonna be myself. I've already checked out mentally in the United States. I'm just here to make money, just like anybody coming to the United States. I was basically mentally, it was like I was an immigrant. I was just there to make money and go back home in another country. That's how it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah. Okay, the next one. You don't have any daily routine. Mm.
Yes, guys, this is a consultation statement. Uh, the difference between a tourist and an expat is you have a routine. A tourist doesn't. A tourist doesn't have to have a routine. A tourist has an agenda. But an expat, if you decide to live in another country, one of the fastest ways, and going back to the other brother, and I told him, I said, well, why don't you sign up for this or become a part of that or go out to this or reach out to this group? If you don't have a routine, I don't care if it's two, three things. A lot of guys say, I'm going to come down, get my Spanish down, go to the gym, and from there I'll build. That's cool because that's how I did it. But if you have no routine, no matter what city you go to, you're going to get bored because you're not going to party all the time. You're not going to only hang out at night, and that's going to get boring because that's not a routine. So make sure when you come to these other countries, have a daytime routine. Yeah, I'm going to the gym, or some brothers like, I like to hang out in the library in the States. I'm gonna hang out, and that's what I did. I used to like hanging out in the libraries in the States. So I'm like, okay, let me shoot to the libraries or different areas around here that I can enjoy. But one of the first things I asked Andrea was the libraries. Remember that? We were
Yeah.
looking for libraries for her.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the part. Yes, sir. Okay, wait a second. Uh, thank you guys for your donations. See, I'm scared that I am too far down, too far the older older screen. Second, I get to Colombia. I will change my name and go to the witness protection in Colombia.
I don't want them to know nothing about me being here.
But the signs say I was going to try to make it Jamaica my new home, but signs there travel advice how to say advisory
Advisory. Mhm.
advisory. Thank you. That's a no go. I'm thinking Cali maybe might be the right move.
Just to give you a heads up on Jamaica, the brother that I picked up from the airport today. This one a few times y'all might see me do a Cali interview. This brother is the consulate for Jamaica. In other words, you can't get into America, or a Jamaican can't get an American visa to come into the United States unless they go through this brother. Literally, this brother. And so a lot of stuff that Andrea talks about when it comes to Colombia's and the interviews, and it takes to 2023 and 24 and 25. He confirmed all that is going on around the world. He said they made us shut everything down early.
Mhm.
Great brother, great brother. And one of the things that he said was this. He said, if dudes think that they're going to go to Jamaica and find a new life and not find westernized women, he said Jamaica is worse than the United States in many aspects. He said the first thing a Jamaican woman that are the type that y'all like, the sexy, beautiful ones, he said most of them going to be like, how much do you make? What do you do? Who do you know? If you don't know anybody and you just make money, cool. You might be all right. If you don't make any money, you ain't got no career, and you don't know anybody, you ain't gonna be with the best of the best. He said it doesn't work like that in Jamaica. He said, so if y'all trying to leave the States and go to Jamaica and think you're gonna have that life, he said, man, I'm telling you. He said, I lived there for years.
Mm-hmm.
He said, that's my heritage. He said, man, it is just like the States, if not worse. And even shout out to Chantel Simone, the YouTuber. She said the same thing. She said, "Don't go to my island." She said, "Thinking that y'all gonna find a wife in another foreign country, not in Jamaica, you not."
Oh boy. Okay, the next one. Women, my bad. Women use you, not want you.
Yes, if you find yourself, this is a sign of a horrible, horrible expat. If you are an expat, let's say for 2 years, you're living outside the United States for 2 years, traveling, you got your apartment, you got your furniture, you're doing good. And anything that has to do with women, women use you and really don't want you, you are doing something wrong. You're messing up your expat experience when it comes to relationship with women. Whether you flash your money around, whether you're selling women lies, whether you're only trying to be attracted to beautiful bottom feeders, whatever it is, you never attracted, and you've been to, let's say Colombia, you living here for 2 years, and you've never attracted quality women. Why are you here? Why are you here? Because if you only attract women that want to use you but don't want you, you're doing something wrong as an expat. There is no way in the world you should be, for example, there's a guy down here. Remember, I tell you guys this story all the time. A partner of mine, we were in a restaurant in the mall. About 2 months ago, he was like, Dre, I got drugged down here in Cali. And I turned to him and I was like, I can see that. I can see you getting drugged. No, I'm serious, man. I met her online on Bumble, and she came over to my place, and I had some drinks. Next thing you know, I woke up like 4 hours later. I said, out of all the people, I said, it's about 30 of us brothers that hang out down here. I say, out of all of them, I can see you getting drugged. I say, yeah, I'm not surprised. It wasn't no, what happened, brother? Oh, you all right? Man, see, these ladies these days, it was none of that. None, I had never heard of anybody getting got. But if it was gonna be somebody to get got, if it was gonna be my one Cali, somebody got in Cali story, this brother here, guaranteed. I was not surprised. Why? Because he loves bottom feeders. Doesn't even have what? Why? It doesn't even matter about the looks. We are at the restaurant ordering our food. He's trying to yell back in the back of the restaurant to the dishwasher girl. The girl that had rubber gloves all the way up to here and a big plastic apron on, and she cleaning pots with nothing sexy about her. And he, oh, look, ooh, baby, ooh, girl, come, hey, what's her name, though? I'm like, ain't you the same one that just got drugged? Don't you need therapy or something? Don't you need to go get some regular sleep or doctor's checkup or exam or something? You don't need to be hollering that. But this was that brother that don't need to be here. That's why I tell his story. Some of y'all just let women just use y'all, misuse y'all, misdirect y'all. And they don't want you. And he's a prime example of that. And like I said, this ain't like some stranger. This my dude. He cool dude. So don't make that mistake of becoming an expat. And when it comes to the relationship with the women, and you've been living here for so long, if you've been living in Colombia for 3 to 5 years like he has, what are you doing on Bumble? You ain't got no friends that can hook you up with no male or female friends after being in Colombia for 3 to 5 years that can hook you up with some decent women.
Mm-hmm.
You still reaching for women online. You need to go home.
Mm-hmm. We got the comments. He say Jamaican women are the worst than the U.S. Is true. There is say Andre, the man from Jamaica is right. These women in Jamaica are just like the sisters. Avoid Jamaican women.
Yeah, man, he had me roll. That's why we it took us from like 10:30 when we sat down and had like brunch, and to like I said, about 2:00, 2:30. Just listen to his stories. Just listen to his stories.
when Andre came, I always when he go out with his friends, and he came back home. Hey, baby, how was your night?
You always come home with stories because
This
you guys
guy.
have some of the most amazing stories. Amazing
No,
stories.
but when he's tired, like this, you.
But
This
my
is what
boy,
happened, babe.
yeah,
And he's going to gossip with me. I was like, what? What? Oh my
she be
god.
loving it. She be loving the pillow talk, dudes. Hey, don't get it twisted, guys. There's a lot of stuff I know that I take to the grave.
Oh no, yes,
There's a lot of
obviously.
stuff she don't hear. I take it
No,
to
and I don't
y'all.
want to hear.
Yeah, she don't need to do all that.
No.
This dude talk. She don't need to do all that.
Yeah. Stefano say, he sounds like he's too thirsty. Yeah. Los
Shout
say,
out to Lowe's.
beautiful bottom feeders.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Andre, could I say what? I could use these stories. I love them.
I'm telling you, if we just went through all the episodes and wrote a book of all the stories that you guys have gone through, man, you know what? That sounds like a good idea for real while I'm playing.
What?
Going through all of some of our old episodes
Mm.
and all the stories that I've heard you guys have told. It would just make such a
No,
great.
we have a story, you guys, that you never. Now that back from 4 years ago, no, 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 no. It's worse than a Mexican telenovela. No, 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 no. You guys, the ones that I know, the people share with us. My God. Yeah. Okay. It's that time. Say, Dre. There are a lot of insecure Jews with a little change.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. So true.
Okay. The time say I have a homie that I have the rundown
Hmm.
on what not to do visiting Colombia. All the norms or las normas. He still found a way to get robbed. He hired a Mercedes Sprinter, I don't know how to pronounce it, and 500 series Mercedes in Bogota got them. Okay,
He
I'm
hired a Mercedes Sprinter
in a
and a
500.
500 series for what? And they got him. Dang, stupid. For what? For what? Who he tried? I'm gonna tell y'all my one of my favorite things that Taylor Made Dream says. He said the same women that y'all be coming to DR trying to get villas for, I can have sex with that same female under a tin roof.
Mhm.
Y'all be having me rolling. That's part of overspending. Y'all be having me going extra like that dude did with the Mercedes. What are you renting all these Mercedes? I can do. Look at me, ladies. It ain't the ladies that's looking at you. It's the car thieves.
Yeah.
Let me get that. Let me get. You know how we do in the States. Let me get that. Check it in. Let me get that. Run it. You know we got all the lines. Run that, dog. Let me get that. You know
Okay.
what's the other one? You know what this is. You know what this is. Come on, let me get that.
Just checking out how it's Cali during the New Year's Eve. I reach out. Okay, I'm just about the Salsa festival. It's around that time. Actually, that's true, and we need to see the tickets
Yes.
next week. Yeah, we
If
need
you
to get the
guys,
tickets.
we're gonna start dropping some videos that we've
Yeah.
already recorded from the past salsa festivals. Let you guys see those. You guys love the salsa festivals. It's from the 25th to like the 30th of actually like the 29th.
No, 30, baby.
No, 30th.
Mm-hmm. 25th
And
until
you have
30.
over 300 salsa schools, and it's just a big
Yeah, we
party
need to
down
get the
here.
tickets. I forgot about that. We need to get the tickets right now. Yes.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
we need to check out some tickets for the game also. So
I see. That's another one. Yeah, I need to do that.
it's our team's final game coming up.
America de Cali game.
Yes,
Sin Adventures Volume 1.
that's the name of the book. And that's the first volume, like Game of Thrones. It's just so many stories.
Right about Ray just changed the names to protect to guilty.
Yep, yep.
Yes,
That's basically it.
yes, that's true. Obviously, we won't say any names, of course. We just stories. Okay, Marcia say going to social classes and getting to knowing the culture in Colombia. Can make your experience great and worth coming back or staying in Colombia.
That's true.
That's good. You know, the Colombia right now, it was today that I saw that report. Colombia is the second country, the second country where the people is more friendly.
Oh, the second friendliest country in the world.
Yeah, in the world. Yeah.
Did you know? Did you know what number one was?
I know, maybe I didn't see that. Let's see.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah. Wait a second. Even Colombia tutors say Colombia is dangerous in some areas. My other tutor didn't admit it.
Yeah, I mean, every country got some, and every city, except for like small towns here, have an element of watch your back. I forgot where the brother who I was with this morning, he was telling a story how he said he said I got in, what was it? I forgot what country he was in. It could have been somewhere in Europe. He
Hmm.
said I'm walking down the street with the, what was it? I forgot the country. He said, but we walking down a dark street. I went to the American female. I mean, all the plot was just laid out. Walking down a dark street, check. At night after drinking, check. I got a beautiful lady on my arm, and she just so happened to be from the States, check. I'm only, now we all know in the States, most robberies and accidents happen 10 minutes away from a person's home. He said, but we were right down the street from my Airbnb, check. I said, all the things that check for a crime at night, you did them all. I say Scooby Doo could have solved that mystery. Everybody saw that coming. And so he said, yeah, man. And they robbed me. No, I remember. He said he was in Cape Town, South Africa. He said, and we're walking down the street.
Hmm.
He said, I have my cell phone in my hand. I'm stumbling. I went to female, so she's sober. And he said, I'm walking down the street. He said, and all of a sudden, a brother came out of nowhere and slapped my cell phone out of my hand on the ground. And it started running, kicking it. He
Wow.
said, I'm in shock initially, like, did somebody actually slap my cell phone out of my hand? He said, I'm like this, like, and somebody just, he looked like, and all of a sudden he just saw a cell phone just being kicked down the street. He like, so that's gonna take a few seconds because you were shocked, right? Like, I'm in Africa. Oh mama, I said, what was you thinking? He said, well, I thought I was among my people, like being back home in Jamaica. I say, so black on black crime don't happen in Jamaica. He started laughing. I was like, what country you know where black on black crime don't happen with black people? And so he said, so I started chasing the dude. So I chase him. He said, and when I finally get him, he said, a car pulls up. He said, I got him by the collar. A car pulls up. He reaches and dives into the car. He said, I'm almost getting drugged, but I let the dude go. He said, I'm like, man, I did all of, he said, and it hit me. I did all this for a work phone. This wasn't even my regular phone. This was just my work phone that I use at work. And the dude stole that. He said, and I'm tripping like it's my phone. And the girl was like, what are you gonna do? What were you trying to do? Chase the car down? He said, I don't know what I was thinking. He said, I was just thinking about reaction. Like, I can't believe somebody slapped my phone out of my hand. My own brothers.
Mm, yeah. Okay. Good time to say he got the dude, his friend that got robbed in Bogota. He got robbed in the traffic. Yeah, I can see that coming.
Oh yeah.
They take the advantage because in Bogota the traffic is so bad, worse in Cali. I think one of the worst traffic in Colombia. And obviously they take advantage, rob mirrors, everything, rob you, give me your wallet, give me your phone. So I can see that.
Yep.
Hmm.
Being in thick traffic.
And they happen. They do that with Mercedes. They do that with Porsche. I saw a video last month. Two dudes, bam, bam, robbing people in a Porsche. So yeah.
Giving papaya.
Give him. I mean, but it's not your fault to be in the traffic. You waiting to pass, but obviously they see a fancy car with
Yep.
two guys, one side. Yeah, this. How can you get out of there? Okay. Um, there a second. Let me go to America. Probably is the least friendliest
On the
country
list.
in the world. New York City alone make us the numbers 37. Yeah, that's true, Andrea. The friendliest country is French Polynesia. Yes, French
Ah,
Polynesia, Colombia, New Zealand, Thailand. The last one, Costa Rica.
wow.
Yeah,
Shout out to Black by Design. That's good information.
yeah. Okay, I'm a truck. Okay, I'm a truck. Okay, yeah, I'm a truck,
A
and
trucker.
yeah, trucker. Thank you. And I own my own truck, and I am starting to take every to take every February off. Is that a good time to visit for the
Oh
whole
yeah.
month?
The
Also,
festivals.
is the New Year's in the few the next few years I will taking off between Black Friday until April 1st.
Black Friday. Oh man. I ain't
A
mad at
lot
you.
of time. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, you guys are so funny.
Yeah, February is a great time to come down here. Come to the Betty Kia Festival from the 18th to the 21st. And the Betty Kia Festival is the world's largest Latin speaking carnival or celebration. It's amazing how you got three major events in the world taking place. The one in Rio is in February, the one in Trinidad is in February, and the one in Barranquilla is in Barranquilla. I pronounced it correctly, right?
Barranquilla, muy bien.
Yeah, and that takes place
Mm-hmm.
February 18th to the 21st. You'll enjoy it.
Wait a second, Maurice. I swear anytime someone tells a story, I think the same way. A night, check alone, check. Nice car, check. Drunk, check. A loop, few keywords.
I'm looking at him like, what do you expect to happen? You in Cape Town, son. He said, I thought the brothers was going. I say, you fell for the motherhood stories. I mean, the motherland stories. I'm
No.
going to the motherland with my people and my heritage. Okay, all right. I say, man, you still got to watch your back in the motherland too, just like you have to do it anywhere.
Okay, wait a second. He asked me the friendliest countries.
Excuse me.
Okay. Yeah, the how to say Polynesia?
Polynesia. Hmm.
Thank you. Second, Colombia. Number three, New Zealand. Four, Thailand. And five, Costa Rica.
Oh yeah.
Okay, there we go. We're going to the next one.
Yep.
Okay, your life is not different
Than it
than it
was
was
before.
before.
If you are an expat or a person that's been traveling, if you've been outside the United States for a while and your life is still on the same level or it's worse than what it was before you left the United States, you really need to be doing some evaluation because one of the number one reasons we left was for a better life. So if over time your life is not getting better while you're outside of the United States, your economics, your opportunity, your languages, your abilities, your experiences, your relationships, if they aren't getting better, you need to go on back to the States, dog. Go on, lady, tell your lady friends in the beauty salon, go on, stay in the States. Go on.
Yeah, obviously, that's the reason that you want to relocate in other country. I mean, for real, for us, or for example, for me, it's not just the security, because I don't think that Colombia is too bad, but it's for more adapt to all the culture. And of course, now that we're planning to have kids, we want that our kids speak more languages, and
Mhm.
live in another country, of course, that we have the freedom, that we have the peace, that we can send our kids to school and nothing's going to happen. So yeah, that's why we will look. Obviously, Colombia is always going to be our second country. Of course, we're going to be always have connections here. I say, properties here, exactly, and come back here. Yeah, but it's just the chance to have or see our opportunity in other countries, of course.
And kids, I'm glad that you mentioned that, babe. Kids was probably the number one reason for me that pushed the United States off the list of places to live. I mean,
With kids.
having kids, that pushed the United States into right into the ocean for me of raising a child. You are not going to have me scared every time I wake up to send my child to kindergarten. That is not about to happen. I'm not about to sit up there and wonder if my fifth grader is going to make it home that day. No, 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 no. We're not about to do this dance at all. Shout out to y'all. I love y'all. Keep your kids in prayer. I really do. But I can't do it. I can't do it. That was the number one reason. And to have my child westernized, I don't like westernized men or women. I don't like the fact that I'm westernized. I had to unwesternize my dang self. You think I want to raise a little rug rat all the way up to with the way these kids talk these days? And y'all can't, boy. Don't make me.
What do you just say?
The man she got the juggler. We ready up in this house, girl. No, I'm about to sit up here and have my child looking at me like they got authority.
Yeah.
If you really love me, Dad, girl, do not let me hold you over that balcony. If you really love me, Father, son, you built for butt whoopings. You need to go. You got extra skin on your behind. You built for butt whoopings. You need to go into your room and take that punishment, boy. No, you can't go outside today. And no PlayStation, Xboxes, or none of that.
Yeah.
Anytime punishments now is when you unplug stuff. You got to unplug stuff. You got to take the battery out the cell phone. You got to make sure they ain't got no spare cell phone in the house like prison guards. All that. No. I want my kids to be in a country where they still go out and play.
Yes, sir.
That's the one thing that we noticed when we were in Cuba. Kids out playing and having such a good time.
But you know why too? Because they didn't have any electricity. So they can obviously play in the cell phone or watch YouTube or nothing, because the only way, I mean, at least for kids to, do things or, do something is go play outside. Yeah, exactly. Because there are kids.
You know what I liked about it was, it wasn't like the kids didn't know to go out and play. It wasn't like they were just sitting outside like, we ain't got no electricity.
Yeah.
Those kids were gone. Oh, we out. Just having fun, doing their thing. You could tell the little kids nothing.
Yeah. But another thing that we thought, like, if I know that my country's like that, I won't have any kids. That was the part that we don't understand. Yeah. But it is what it is.
Yeah. Shout out to Cuba. Hey, I'm one of the brothers back in the States. Some of y'all can relate. I'm one of the brothers back in the States that if I ain't got no money, I ain't trying to be nobody up under me like that. If I lose my job, the last thing I'm thinking about is, come on, baby, you need to come over tonight. No. So if I'm living in Cuba, let's make, girl, do you know what you see where we living? I ain't got no time to be having no sex. We living.
Do the line for the bread.
Yeah, we gotta be in line for 10 hours. We stand in line for 10 hours for bread and rice, and you want to have sex after this? You don't take this dang bread and rice.
Oh, this I say I already didn't want kids here, but since I seem frustrated too, I'm never having kids here. Never.
I'm telling you.
Never.
If you have not seen Frustrated 2, Al Reeves, you can look it up online. If you have not seen the movie Frustrated 2, it's all about the child support system. I mean, the behind the scenes where he interviews judges and talks to politicians and I mean, talks about the guys that are living and going through it. Doesn't matter what race you are. Man, listen. You talking about not a food shortage, but a kid shortage. Like a decrease in childbirths took place in 2023. We just can't explain why. For real, boy, that frustrated too, man. I couldn't have a child in the States. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't want Marissa. I don't want my kids around in the wrong
Crowd.
crowd. I was thinking about Chrome. Crowd. Yeah.
Still on UK, huh?
I could. What the? Okay. Okay. I can't raise my kids here. You know that we got. Now that you mentioned UK got Irlanda, Ireland, England, and Gales. No, Wales. Where
Wales.
is my beautiful last name from?
No, no.
So when I go
I
there,
already thought about that. I was
yeah,
like, why we over there?
Wales.
Why just go to London? Why don't we just hit these all the
Oh
spots?
yeah,
right
of
here?
course.
And then no, it's not of course.
Taking
Well,
a
for
train.
you is of course. For me, I'm looking like, okay, let me put all this in order.
Oh my god.
Of course,
Of
Ovio.
course, obvio. Okay. Um. Say okay. Beatrice say I have an American question. Do people in Colombia play pickup basketball games? I
Yeah,
mean, watching
like
basketball?
people on the basketball court, they bring their friends out and they just go out and shoot some basketball.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, a lot of courts down here. There's a lot of basketball courts down here.
yeah, it's true. Maurice say I'm keeping my abstinence or abstinencia here in the States. I don't
Mhm.
want to be trapped by child support.
Could you imagine getting to the point where you're about to leave in about a good 6 months, a year, maybe 2 years,
I'm pregnant.
and some female tell you, no. Speaking of that, I got something for y'all. That I somebody mentioned it on another channel. This is something I didn't even know existed in the world. It's called fakebabies.com. Yes, we're about to look at this
Are
screen.
you serious?
Fake women that's going around faking and can let's move this out of the way.
I know.
Yeah, I hailed this to show you guys this tonight. Shout out to Chantel Simone.
Fake silicons, pregnancy bellies. How can I get his attention?
How can I get his attention?
I know. No me
Yep,
jodas.
let's scroll.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You need to send me that, or at least
Oh, I'm gonna send you that.
the
Let
link.
me hit
Fakebaby.com. These women are
the
crazy.
fake ultrasound.
Fake sonograms, fake DNA tests.
Say that again. A fake DNA test.
Fake DNA. How can I get his attention? Can we?
We can
I'm
help.
done. I'm done.
Right here.
That's how we play with your mental health.
Look at this. All these are fake.
Bye bye, you guys. This looks like the devil here. That one, like a devil face. Look
Fake pregnancies. Documents.
And so,
So if she tells you that, hey, I'm pregnant. They even got deals and coupons. They got deals and coupons for you guys. Yep. They got categories. They got a blog, customer service that can show you how it's done. This is how bad it is in the United States and in the world. The best gag, like it's a joke. Men are paying that aren't even real fathers are paying tens of thousands of dollars, and somebody thinks that this is such a joke that they can make money off of it. They even got fake positive what is it, the pregnancy test. They even got those. So yeah, when we say we ain't trying to go through all that, We ain't trying to go through all that. Yeah, I just bust y'all head open with that, didn't I? Y'all was like, I know half of y'all was like, what? We are? Yeah. See, Gail that night was on there last night when they talked about that. Yeah.
So I'll say I haven't seen Frustrated too, but from what I heard about it, I will not be having any kids in the U.S. They can get the citizenship through me, but nope.
Yep.
They're gonna have an English as a second language.
I like it. I like it.
At that time, saying in the U.S. there's a bill in Congress where me will start paying child support once pregnant. Okay, once pregnant, and woman picks who she say that is.
Without any test. As soon as she's pregnant, as soon as she said that so and so is the baby daddy, that's who's going to get the. And Chantel showed last night a guy that received a letter in the mail. He know it was fake or real. He just received a court date, like, and he thinking like, well, this they must got the wrong person. So, because I don't know who this person is, blah blah blah.
Mhm.
And the woman, not only did this person, because he didn't show up for court, they automatically made him the father. When he didn't pay on court fees and he didn't show up for pay on child support, how come they put this man in jail for 5 years?
Hmm.
When they finally proved that he wasn't a father, the woman literally stood there and said, I know he wasn't a father. I knew who the
That's
real father
evil.
was.
That's
I
evil.
still talk to the real father. The teenage boy is standing right there next to his mother, hearing his mother tell him, or tell the dude that wasn't. Wait a minute, this dude's not my dad. Who you been telling me that's my dad? Went to jail for 5 years, and you know who my real dad is, and you still talking to him? Like you could have just introduced me. Y'all evil. Ladies, y'all some evil boy. When they say hell has no fury, women, y'all some. Andre says that, not just me. Don't stop doing it.
What did I say? Say it. Say it.
That women are evil.
Yeah. Yeah. Women are really, when you guys going to do the first step, women will do the step number 5. So yeah, I know. I can't defend like we are angels. No. But that is really, really evil. You messes with your mind and your time. Seriously. That's one of the things that when you know who is your um baby daddy, and we call here in Colombia, we gotta say like um ganso ciego.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to translate in
Mm-hmm.
English, but I say that is a ganso ciego. Like I'm pregnant by my lover or ex-boyfriend, and I told you that this baby is yours. That we call ganso ciego.
Mm.
So that I think that's really evil for a woman to do that, to lie to a man in her
Like a
face.
surrogate baby daddy.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay. I don't have kids after I watch Frustrated 2. I have to pass my TV a box of tissues.
For real. I was hurt for them dudes.
Hmm. Murray say, I'm seeing this already. This BS. I'm telling you, Andrea, you're gonna be disgusted when you visit here if Andrea don't stay more than a week in the U.S.
See,
Yes,
I'm saying a month, but I know better. I won't be in there.
that's what I said. A month? I'll doubt about it. Okay. Renan say, what are the Colombia personal firearms rules? Because I'm not down with the fake DNA test. Okay, explain me this question.
Okay. What is the firearm rules?
What's that?
Because those fake to get a gun. What does the Colombian firearm rules have to do with the fake DNA test? That's in the United States. That's not here. What I showed was in the States.
Mm-hmm.
So how you combine, even though I know what the Colombian firearm rules are, I was going to answer that until I saw the second part. And so I don't get what you're saying. Shout out for the super chat, but give us a little bit more clarity where
Yeah.
you're going with that.
Marie say, Andre, honestly, when I saw women dancing and celebrating, yeah, I saw that too. I saw that all Instagram, TM's Instagram page, the Shady Room, YouTube. There's plenty of women celebrating about Kim Samuel's death. I was check out the mentally. I was done. Okay, I was done, and still I'm done. The only thing that I want from the US is the money.
That's it.
Perfect example, you guys, really short. You know that sometimes I watch 90 Day Fiasco, and this couple, they have been, they were married because they're now filing for divorce. Um, you know, he's Dominican, she's from the state Atlanta, and he finally said, you know what, let's separate, let's get different. I'm gonna have an apartment. He got his resident green card, a new job. She said, "Liz, you know what? Let's separate. I don't want to be with you anymore." And she's trying to make it work, but to say this is not something that no, I really want to get divorced from you. And she said, "Okay." What she did, she took from the joint account that they have, saving
Mhm.
account that they have in the U.S. She took 200 more than $250,000 for her and take that money out of her of their bank account, and she put on her personal bank account with her sister. Okay. Final story. Everybody comments. Yeah, that's the right thing to do. Yeah, you deserve to do that. Yeah, it, Instagram and on YouTube, of course. What Andrea did, I made my comment as always. I say that's not the right thing to do because that is account that joint account from you guys from the from the couple. And even though that he said I don't want to be married with you anymore, that's not the right point to you take that money and no telling him anything. So I would say he needs to a lawyer. I would like, I'm not supporting her, I'm not supporting him, but it's the right thing to do. It's like Andre and I, we got bank accounts together
Mhm.
and undertake the money. What the what? No, that or I take the car with me. That's not gonna happen. And or I take the car with me, and I take the car outside of the country when the car is part of a marriage, patrimonio, or stuff. So that's obviously you can do that, but it's not legally is not the right thing to do. So there's plenty of women supporting her move. Yeah, you deserve that. And then she said he needs to pay me all the money that I spent from his visa, the K1 visa, for his green card, everything, the paperwork that I did for him. And I comment, girl, nobody put a gun to you and say and how to say obligate
Mhm. Made you
and
obligated
made
to
you
bring him to
obligate
America.
exactly. It was your decision, so you need to be responsible of the consequence. That marriage is a whole nightmare. So one ended up to a divorce. But yeah, I'm completely understand why you're saying
And that's
I'm a
why I say
race.
when y'all bring somebody to the United States,
Mm-hmm.
you become a different person than the vacation you that they
Mm-hmm.
met
Mm-hmm.
of you in their country. They become a new person because they're in a new country. So we got two totally different people together in the United States that are meeting each other for the first
Mm-hmm.
time when you bring someone to the States. I'm telling you guys, I know for some of you guys it's convenient because you still have family and responsibilities in the States,
Mm-hmm.
but don't drag somebody to the United States. Don't do that. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
If this person already had a visa or they've traveled to the States before, those are some things that's cool. I can understand that. But if this person, you can tell they don't know nothing about the United States, but it's a dream. It's a Disney World. You might not want that person.
Yeah. That's how I say they put in a child support on a man who never met the woman.
Yep.
That's true. I believe that. I believe that. Thank you so much for your super chat. He says, shout out to the best passport couple supporting the content between Dre and the what? And the ball hell shining like
Yeah,
some.
yeah, the murder ones, that first degree murder.
Okay. Oh boy. Okay, firearms joke to scare people and not fake DNA.
Oh, I got you.
people talking about Colombia is dangerous with some homeless guy was going around stabbing people down on the street from my apartment here in the LBC. He got three guys and
Wow.
one lady, and the lady died.
Wow.
Exactly. That's the part that I say today in the chat that we have the group. Like that's the part that pisses me off when I hear Colombians say, "Oh, I don't want to live in Colombia because Colombia is so dangerous. I can't go out with my phone because I know someone's gonna take my phone." I'm like, what do you expect it for? In every country have good and bad parts. Every country got a level of dangerous. Are you telling me that that you're going to say because it's safer? When you guys are saying my friends saying in the states, you guys say on the group that we're having. So that's the part that pisses me off.
People don't listen to Americans tell about America. They
Mm-hmm.
just want to live their fantasy
Mm-hmm.
of America. We over here, we could tell a person it's not what it is, and they will look at us like, no, it isn't. It's like Disney World. We looking like, okay, you ain't been to Philadelphia yet. You ain't
That's
been to
true.
Cleveland
In
yet. That ain't
Philly,
Disney World, girl. That ain't. You ain't been to Cleveland yet.
Detroit.
You been to, yeah. Shout out to Kansas and St. Louis.
There are talks on onboard child support in the state of Georgia.
Mm,
I know.
they trying to get that money from y'all anyway. They trying to get more and more money. They figure like if the way the rules are right now, they can make money. They trying to recoup from that pandemic any means possible. The government trying to get more and more money, and by way of doing it, coming up with more and more scheming ways to get y'all get more money out your pocket.
Okay, it's Grace say, I'm from Atlanta and it's far more dangerous in Atlanta than here in Colombia. The daily violence don't even compare.
Yeah, ATL acting a fool.
Is it what?
Atlanta ATL.
Ah, Alana? Yeah, yeah. Okay, the next one, you guys. Other scene, okay. Other sees you, okay, for who you really are, good or bad.
Yes, others will start to see you for you, good or bad. Remember how I told the story about my boy when he said he got drugged? I looked at him like, I could see that. Because I could see him for who he is.
Mhm.
See, when you become an expat, in all sincerity, people are either going to see you as a good person or they're going to see you for who you really are. And if you're not a good person, that's going to show over time. You know, you come down as a tourist, you coming down for a couple of days, so you can hide who you are as a tourist. But as an expat, if you know that you ain't about the right in the states, and you grimy in the states, you crafty. Yeah, I went old school crafty.
Mhm.
I'm telling you, people are going to see that. Who you are is going to show over time when you become an expat. When you're, like I said, when you're a tourist, you're not here long enough for people to know who you really are.
Mhm.
You can go to DR 10 times, but you've only gone there a few times, maybe a week or 2 weeks. So nobody really gets a chance to know who you really are. But when you move to DR or any area of the world, now people are going to see who you actually are. And that's another reason why some people need to stay home, because the true you is going to show itself. So make sure that you're a good person, or at least are trying to be a good person.
Good time. Say, I see so many dudes with traps here in Atlanta. I was at the restaurant and these guys gun fell out on his sweatpants pocket and hit the floor. And no worry, I'm not worried to travel. Yeah.
Like, my bad, dog. I mean that. Let me go and put this gun back where it belongs. Let me get some sausages with them eggs. Y'all gonna quit going to the Waffle House in Atlanta. Even though the Waffle House eggs is fire though.
Mm. Let me say the homeless problem here in Los Angeles area getting bad. It was already bad. Um, some homeless guy stepped a teenage girl in her head with
Mm,
scissors.
mm.
And thank God she lived and he barely missed her brain. Like he attacked her. I know. I know. No, 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 no,
That's sad.
no. That's crazy. Okay, Gail say, what came first was the news of being able to fill an onboard child on your taxes. People got excited, but I already know there's one. Okay, there was something bad coming next on board child support.
Mm, 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 mm. Yep.
Okay, it's scary to be a man in the United States of America. If you don't have your passport and you are not exploring your options, then I'm convinced that you are, uh, ¿puede ser?
Misogynist.
Masoquista, we say in español masoquista, who lives the punishment.
Hey, if you, I mean, we realize that there are millions upon millions of Americans that are that walk every day in sleep,
Mm-hmm.
sleep, just in a daze of propaganda that we all grew up with. They're just zoned out, and they'll complain about the United States, but they won't do anything about it to help
Mm-hmm.
it out.
Mm-hmm.
We understand it's those people like that.
Mm-hmm.
We understand that 72% of Americans have never even moved away from their own city.
Mm-hmm.
We understand that. That's a crazy number.
Mm-hmm.
I always quote it, but it's the craziest number. 72% of Americans, wherever you went, you still live in that city. That is crazy.
You know, now on people are trying to get the appointment for get passports in Colombia.
Are they?
They couldn't be like this.
That's true.
I'm out. Oh my God.
That's
Please
true.
don't do
So
stupidity. Please,
please take
please,
advantage of
please,
life.
please. Yeah, okay. Wait a second. Team say Michigan is horrible. Okay, it's a horrible state from the
Yes.
best interest of a child support. Um, because we're women putting a random man in child support they
They
never
never
met.
met. That's crazy. My poor Michigan. Go
Real
blue.
question. Flights Texans to Cali are $700 from what? Flights Texans to Cali are
From Tucson, Tech.
700.
Hmm.
Okay.
Tucson, Arizona, AZ.
Okay, okay. Is
Shout out to
a
Tucson. I
better
like
se-
Tucson.
is there a better season? Okay, I'm lost with this one.
Okay, let me ask you this: Are you what month are you trying to fly out for that
Mm-hmm.
700?
Exactly.
Because if you're trying to fly out for December or even right really November, that's why it's like that.
Everybody's coming to Colombia.
Everybody,
Everybody. If
everybody.
you don't get you guys your tickets at the middle of the year, because we're gonna have so many festivals and everything here, and plus Colombians are coming here to visit the family, the tickets are getting expensive, even national tickets.
Yeah. So anytime you're trying to get a ticket in November or
Doing in
December,
July, June, yeah, like my family did. Okay, the next one, we're almost done with this. You feel guilty for leaving your home country.
yes, sometimes you feel guilty for leaving your people back behind in that mess. You feel guilty because you're having a better life than you ever had before, and you wish you could bring your boys on and understand what type of life that they could actually live. Sometimes you feel a little guilty because you're seeing the rate of inflation go up in the United States, and they're paying astronomical prices for groceries, but you're spending because you're using US dollars in your new country, you're paying a fraction of the cost for the exact same products.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you just kind of feel bad. You shouldn't. You worked hard. You made the decision to get your passport. You were the one that sat back and did all the, you played by the rules, in other words, to get your passport. You decided to save your monies instead of spend it on any type of a product or service,
Mm-hmm.
and you decide to use it to relocate to a new home country,
Mm-hmm.
you should not feel guilty for God blessing your life. I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to say that again.
in your
Do
decisions.
not feel guilty because God is taking your life to the next level when He offered the same thing to other people and they decided 72% of y'all decided to just stay in your own little neighborhood, in your own little city. Cool. Ain't nobody got nothing against that. But if you're an expat, do not get tricked into feeling guilty about the mess that's going on back in the States. Just because you can't carry a picket sign for black folks no more. Just because you can't sit back and complain about police brutality anymore. Just because you can't complain about people not getting a raise or inflation or job loss or whatever it may be. You ain't got to feel guilty or feel any less of an American because you ain't complaining. I know we Americans, if we ain't famous for nothing else, we famous for complaining. We will complain about some mess in a minute. So do not let people fool you back home into feeling guilty for becoming an expat and living the life that God has directed you to. Enjoy your new life, brother. Enjoy your new life, sister. You deserved it. You deserve it. You work hard for it. Live the life that you're being directed towards.
Well said, Coach Dre. He said, I got my tickets July, August for Colombia. That's, yeah,
Mhm.
that's the right thing to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Okay, good time. Say, I'm agree that it's a blessing. That is a blessing.
It is.
But the science say I never feel guilty for leaving. My boys and my family have absolutely nothing to do with my happiness. I
Mhm.
renewing my passport in March, so almost 10 years of having my passport.
There we go.
Preach, Andre. Okay, the last one, you guys, and we're done with this live stream. You will still compare everything to home.
The biggest mistake that you can make as an expat that's gonna make you want to go home, you keep comparing everything to home. I had to let it go. If Andrea hadn't noticed lately, I've been a lot calmer when I'm driving.
And you
Right?
have to, baby, because I need to be out of stress. If you stress me out, seriously, we got a problem.
But it took me time to realize this is not
Exactly.
about her. This is not US traffic. It's Colombian traffic, Andre. If you're gonna live here, stop comparing it mentally. But back home in the States, we stay in the line. Back home in the States, motorcycles don't drive this way. Back in the States, you ain't got to worry about somebody stealing your rear view mirror when you stop at a light in traffic. I don't get that part either. But my point is that I'm noticing even when I'm with Andrea or when I'm not with Andrea, the traffic doesn't get to me anymore. It's just like it is what it is. It is what it is. And so I don't try to compare um, the highlighted parts of the United States to other countries. If I decide to move to another country, that means that no matter what was good about the United States, I was willing to let it go. Just like we do with like you ladies would do with ex-boyfriends or ex-husbands, and so it is with some of you men with ex-girlfriends or ex-wives. It may be some great qualities about them, but there were some other qualities that caused you to say, I'm okay with letting them go. Even though it's good things about the United States that I still love, I'm okay with letting it go.
Exactly. Yeah, that's so true. That's so true.
Yeah, I
But yeah,
can't.
I'm still working on, you know.
Mhm. Yeah,
That's the only
I don't,
part
I
of
don't,
me.
Before I'm honking horns and I'm what the
Yeah,
mother.
you put on Dre, Dre,
Everybody getting the
Dre.
finger.
This is my faith.
Now I'm at peace. That's what I'm saying. I'm cool. I'm cool. I don't. I was driving, picking up the brother from the airport today through the work traffic. It was thick as can be. We just maneuvering through, no issues. I'm listening to my fantasy footballers. Shout out to them.
Hmm. Definitely, I don't feel bad. I feel great. Yeah, Los, we
Like
know
Tony
that.
the Tiger. What you say, Andre? We know, and we've been knowing Los been happy since day one. Los put it. Los
He
is
was
the
the
run.
one. I'm sorry, babe.
Go ahead.
He was the one who let us know that the dollar price was up.
Yeah, I was about to say from day one, Los from day one. Los is the only dude that came into our WhatsApp group. Now it's like 100, 150, maybe 170 of us. Los came in throwing videos. Los came in. I got more videos in my phone of Los than any
Always.
other thing.
Always.
Because Los will say hello. You see what I'm saying? Good morning. I hope everybody's doing great, blah, blah, blah. Or a topic that will come up. Instead of just texting it or just speaking it, Los sending a video. You gonna know he said it. My point is saying that in the midst of that, you get the chance to, we got a chance to actually see the transition of when he first came here and the true happiness and peace that he's acquired while he's been here. You got a chance to see all those videos. I'm not saying when he got here he was miserable. What I'm saying is he's even happier now than the happiness that he originally had when he first got here. One of the things that he did was he did not compare Colombia to the United States. Don't do that, guys.
Bella say, man, Dre, salute to you learning to drive in a South American traffic.
Yeah, it's nothing now. It's like,
Yeah. Oh my God, that was okay. Let's see what we have. Okay. It always have a lot of people or patient and it pays off for when I am in South America. It's hard to travel with impatient people.
yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right. You are so
I'm
correct.
working on. I work.
You
You
working
know
on
that
it?
I. That's why I'm taking therapy
Okay.
because I'm working on. Oh, because if I would, I told to Drake, if I never have my therapies, I will be in panic in Cuba with so many things that we need to deal with. But since I took my therapy, I was like, it is what it is. Let me get
She
my
did. You know what?
tears
She
because
did it
I,
better in Cuba. I give her that.
yeah, because yeah,
She
Ray saw
did.
me with panic attacks, and I broke down to the
Yeah.
floor and crying and having how we call when you got
Like palpitations, your heart
exactly
beating fast.
tachycardias, all of that. But I didn't have any of those because
Yeah.
it was a situation. So Ray asked me, "Why are you crying?" Because I was crying because like this is so sad for the people. It's really depressing how they are like oppressed by the
Almost like
government.
trap.
Exactly. So it's really sad. So, Ingrid, but why are you crying? I said, "Babe, I need to let my
Release
feelings
it.
out. Even though when I'm excited, when I'm happy, when I'm sad, or I feel frustrated, I cry because I need to let my emotions
That's why I always
go."
got to check because I don't know which cry is which sometimes. I don't know which one, which
When we
cheer is.
arrived to Cali, I was crying on the airplane because we did an amazing trip, even though that yeah
But
the
she cried
hurricane
when we got to Cuba.
and I cried when we
We
get
actually
because
made it here.
no
It's
because
so
I always
beautiful.
Andrew
Okay, go
I
ahead.
always wanted to visit Cuba. Always, always, always. So get there, it was amazing. But yeah, Andrew was like, "Why are you crying?"
So I gotta ask, inquiring minds want to know which tears are which.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. I okay. Say, will you please answer my super chat? Okay, let's. Wait a second. My bag. Giving. Thank you so much for your super chat. Giving pros and entire space for all these great knowledges. You all deserve the support. Keep working, Cali. Next week.
Let's go back to make sure we see the other person's super chat.
Okay. Yeah, it's that time. Wait a second. Let me. Ah, okay. Does T-Mobile work great there? T-Mobile. I'm not sure. I seen it here, but sorry, but I'm not sure because we never use it.
I won't lie. When I first got our,
Or better to buy a local carrier. What's that?
we're better. Yeah, better to buy a local carrier.
A SIM card?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can.
One of the things that go ahead, babe.
No, you can have a Claro SIM card because Claro you can go any part of Colombia, of course, and go to even fincas and it's still working. So you can have a local SIM card like Claro, like we use,
Mm-hmm.
and just buying Claro in the airport or this Claro office around the city, around the country. You can have a SIM card and obviously got data.
What I was about to say was usually when I pick you guys up from the airport, I do three things. You guys get a deal when I pick you up from the airport, and I'm telling you, you guys get hooked up. So when I say, hey, this is the fee for pick you up, I not only pick you up and drop off. I usually take you guys to the money exchange in the mall. After the money exchange, I usually take you guys.
Okay, the battery
The
is getting
battery's
down.
about to
Okay,
die.
so let's go to.
Okay. Okay. I usually take you guys to the money exchange. I take you to get a SIM card with Claro, and I usually take you to get something to eat. And then I take you to your Airbnb because I know you're hungry after the flight.
Yeah.
All right. We're about to wrap this one up, guys.
Thank you so much, you guys.
Go ahead. Let me let you close.
Okay, thank you so much, you guys. 2 hours and 30 minutes with us. We love you all. Thank you for your comments, donations, super chats, everything. Babe.
All right, guys. Once again, my name is Andre.
My name is Sandra.
We are Love Crossing Borders. We'll see you guys on, well, actually, Andre tomorrow and me Friday.